Scorpio for March 2025. Welcome back to life, my friend. You're starting to leave behind the past. There's still a lingering, like an old lady's chin hair. There's one little stubborn hair that's there of negativity and still lingering from the past, maybe shadiness or difficult situations that you had to encounter that we reviewed even through 2025 in February, even as recent as last week. So I just need you to kind of pluck it out and let's move on because there's so much good stuff on the horizon. So let's get into this 10 card spread. The first placement is a generalized way of looking at what you're feeling in the reading, okay? And the Page of Pentacles is the guy that wants to bring forth money. He wants to bring love to relationship and family. He wants to share in community. He just wants to put out there new ideas and see what the seeds and that he could harvest in the future. And it's a really wonderful card for a Scorpio because it's, again, you're coming back to life. You're the little seed that's been in the dirt for so long. Now you're emerging. And this seems to be a trend for March for a lot of different signs. So that's good. And it's kind of springtime too. So we need to get into that vibe. And what is really interesting in the second placement is what's blocking that energy from you going out and just planting your seeds everywhere is the High Priestess. So she's a major arcana card. She's like tarot. She's the spiritual arts. She's her own version of the healer. Like maybe I bring in some singing drum bowls and some crystals and astrology and tarot like me, but a little hope and faith from God's connection and just wanting to be of service. So if that clashes, how do I emphasize and utilize the High Priestess in that new idea of the page that I want to develop? And it might not be fully formulated, and that's okay because the High Priestess wants you to flip her on her side and get her right next to that page so she could help direct the page to those good fields where the best harvest will come, because God didn't temper you through those difficult journeys that you've been through over the last couple of years to just leave you on the sidelines. He wants you to move forward to be of service to other people. And it's really wonderful too because it gets you to leave behind negativity and past reflections and situations. And that's what number 3 is telling us. In that 5 of Cups, it's good luck in numerology and tarot in the area of our heart, but it's the only time you'll see the cups turned over because we got to get real. We've got to look at things in a realistic light. And that's what you've been doing over the last couple of years. So that serves you now. Now the good luck gets to be delivered to you too. There's always a reward for having done difficult things, and it's been really difficult for Scorpio for a really long time, and this is such a refreshing reading to see that you're coming out of that. And you know it too because that 4th placement in the gut of the matter, that 8 of Pentacles, he's kind of like the older brother to the page, and he wants to restart. But what's nice is the 8, you've already traveled down the path of family, career, relationship, community, so you know some stuff. And that's what hesitates us too. Like, I know what it takes to start something new. But again, if you get into the vibe of it and the energy that the universe and God is providing right now, the enthusiasm, excitement will not be a problem once you allow it to happen. So don't temper your own brain set. And you've been thinking about it anyway, because that's what the 5 says. It's that past reflection of what we've been experiencing over the little bit, you know. And the Knight says, hey, let's go take a ride. I've accomplished some stuff. You know, I just want to start new things. I need a new content in my brain, my heart, my spirit, everything. And that's been being delivered to you. So again, it's a accumulation, the full circle now that you're like you've graduated out of that past life, and now you're getting to go to the next stage, enjoy it and celebrate it because God's got some exciting stuff. And that's that 6 of Pentacles right now. It's that Queen of Pentacles. So she's the ruler, the regal leader, the lady that everyone gravitates to for feeling good in this material world. She's food, she's wine, she's holding the gold coin, she's abundance. She's Taurus, so she wants to be the harvester as well. She's the earth sign, she's Mother Earth. So all those glorious things that we experience about ourselves right now, Scorpio, and remember, you're a spiritual being. So those kinds of things should resonate with you. Believe in that power of the Queen of Pentacles because that's you, you know? So that's what you're experiencing. So don't worry about where the page is going to take you. God has gotten you through the tough stuff. So believe that God's going to get you to the good reward. Everything for our betterment, right? It's not for made to live us in fear and insecurity. And that's passed out of you anyway. All this new energy is reigniting you, and it's like you can't even ignore it. Oh, but then we got this guy, the seven placement, which is a direct extension of the number one. Okay, so it's another reflection of what the reading's about. So I got the page here wants to go, hey, let's go, get some seeds and go plant our things. Let's go buy some farmland. But no, the King of Pentacles wants to be the stingy one, wants to tighten the purse strings in our mind, in our heart, in our spirit. Now you can't go afford anything. Like a wicked witch, right? And the king in my deck is King Midas. We know how that story, or if you don't know it, it didn't turn out well. Everything he touched turned to gold. But it means that he also, let's flip him. It means that I also had the ability to attract the gold, right? See all that gold at his feet? That's your ability too. So if you be stingy in one area, especially this, it's going to reflect everywhere else, and it just kills creativity. So I really need you to kick this guy to the corner, okay, and listen to the page, listen to the 8, listen to the queen, and then when we get to the top of the meta, I'll tell you really who to listen to. So 8 is already seeing, it's interesting, and this is so wonderful for a Scorpio too. The 8 is how other people look at us, right? And the 3 is a celebratory state in the swords, which are our thoughts. But to the ancient tarot, it was about our identity, the way that our character is, our integrity, our ethics, and the way to that, we are in society and how we have to conform. It literally means killing off the patriarch, the father figure, authority, again, family issues, all that kind of stuff fall under the swords. So, it means that you've already done it. And if you have any doubt how other people look at you, whether you're strong and you're resilient and stoic, have no doubt. That's what the 3 represents, because it's a celebratory state for you having accomplished that. So that's just really amazing and wonderful, right? So then in the Magician, that's why I was saying don't let past stuff do. It's the hopes and fears, and this is where Scorpio can underscore yourself. Like if you're still like holding out one little, like that old lady's hair, pluck of, wanting revenge or your justice, and because there were secrets or anything like that, don't get into it, all right? So just don't buy into it, because that's going to be your undermining. Use the Magician to make magic happen, all right? Flip it around. The past has already happened. You're not the bearer of other people's growth or emotional maturity. Just focus on your own, and you've earned it. And these are really great cards, so it'd be really disappointing to get distracted on that kind of stuff instead of allowing the magic to happen. Because look at that guy's feet. I've got coin, I've got swords, I've got cups, I've got wands. It was one to represent. So you got everything handy to do anything. You've already been through it all. And that leads us to that 10 position, which is the Hierophant, which is wonderful for a Scorpio. Because remember, you're the insect, but you're meant to be the eagle. All right, so you're meant to be achieving and connecting with universe and God. And that's literally the Hierophant. Is a major arcana. I take the universal message of God and I make it a material reality. And that's probably why that High Priestess is appearing too. You want to do something, even if it's just, let's say, learning tarot, or, just getting more connected to God and universe through meditation or chakra cleaning, or just eating healthy and having a positive attitude. That's where it really starts. Have some gratitude, compassion, and love. And that's going to be what you radiate out. And that's the Hierophant. He's the healer. So in any way that you thought that maybe you want to heal other people, you've got the dynamic duo here of the High Priestess and the Hierophant. And if you're doubting, like, oh, can I mix the spiritual arts and regular, like, say, therapy, or, yes, of course. The world is changing. People are looking for all new avenues. It's just like tuning into this channel. You're trying to learn something to be enlightened and to better yourself, And that's really needed to be applauded. And that's why the bonus card is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is the upsurge of energy to create. It's like, whoa, like a flamethrower, right? And the other hand, he's got the World. And it's the Emperor, right? I've already accomplished some stuff. So we can't let, like that 8 of Pentacles, we can't let's say, oh my God, the journey's so hard. Yeah, you might have to go to ABC, but you know how to get through ABC a lot easier. The lessons have already been learned. You could help other people. So whatever you want to do to kick off this March, use it as a time to the final healing stage, but also to open up your eyes, your heart, your spirit, everything right now, because there's so much abundance coming your way. And I just need you to trust where God's taking you, but take the first step on the pathway. That's the only responsibility you have, and that comes from gratitude and joy. So you got this, Scorpio. That's what the Hierophant says at the top.